Okay, we have two people here. We have four people here. So we'll wait hey, Crystal. Hi, Crystal. I can't wait to get my coffee sampler. I'm good. And that's kind of the reason why I decided to go live. Susan is here. Yay. Ginger is here. Oh my gosh. So happy to see everybody. So, basically, it's after work, and I was driving home from work and said, I need to do those candle empties, and we have 11 people here now, so welcome everybody. It was very short notice, and I was about to say I was just driving home from work. I thought I was going to do my candle empties, which are right beside me, but I thought, let me just go live, have a little chit chat. We won't make it, too long or anything, but so we'll chat a little bit about that if you want to. We have, hey, Amy. Ginger, we have lots of people on now, and so I can talk about candles. Anyway, I just want to give an update of what's going on in Texas. So everybody knows Texas was literally in a shitstorm last week. It's been a pretty rough week, and hey, Crystal, hey, Eddie, from 11 degrees to 7 degrees, absolutely, from San Antonio. Yes, it was 68 here today, and the temperature in my house, inside the house, on Tuesday afternoon was 39 degrees, barely above freezing. So, in a nutshell, so we are prepared for hurricanes. We got hurricanes down. We got it. But, below freezing, we don't got it at all. Pipes freeze. We don't have sand. We don't have salt for the roads. People are slip sliding all over the place, as evidenced by that 1 mile pileup in Dallas from some black ice. So we knew we were going to get some cold weather. I do have a beverage, by the way. And I apologize. Whenever I film on my laptop, I'm like, well, I don't have any makeup on either, but I'm like really white, like scary white. And so I don't know if I should turn my thing off or on or whatever. Anyway, just bear with me. So anyhow, so we knew this cold weather was coming, but I don't think we anticipated how bad it was going to get. So now so everybody's talking about the power grid in Texas went down. So we'll kind of get to the chronology of what happened. But hey, Desiree, from what I understand, thank you, Amy. This is how it was explained to me about the whole power grid and why we lost power and all that sort of stuff. That it's like buying groceries, apparently. Texas purchases so much power for the month or the year, whatever, based on previous year's usage. So they purchased X amount of power structures. I don't know what they're called. So given the fact that we didn't have enough power allotted for once the temperature went down, of course, power usage went straight up. So we didn't have enough to cover everybody. And then add to that the fact that some of them were in being maintained and whatnot. So I have no idea how accurate that is. That was just one way that it was explained to me about what happened with all this loss of power. But so last Sunday, the hospital system I work with, mostly everybody does anyway, they have disaster response teams, and you're team A or team B. Obviously, team A will get called in first, and then when they go home, team B comes in. And I'm on team A. So last Sunday night, all the people on team A got a heads up saying, hey, pack your bags, be here at 4:00, be prepared to stay for however long, we don't know, days. And because we're expecting some bad weather, the hospital's going to be on shutdown. Nobody's going to be able to leave. So I had my bags packed. Then an hour later, the charge nurse called and said, hey, I'm doing the numbers. I got enough people on A team. Can you switch to B teams? Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Do what you got to do. So A team went in that night, Sunday night. And they were there Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They were there for 4 nights. Now, that's okay. We get paid around the clock. They weren't working around the clock. They just worked the regular day shift, and then night shift did their stint as well. And then The B team went in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. However, so I was there for 4 shifts in a row, but we were able to leave by that time because Thursday, like 70% of the power had come back to most places in the city. So I was allowed to stay. So at the hospital, they had some generator power. Basically, as far as power goes, they were good, generators and everything, they were good to go. Water, that was a different story. There was no water at the hospital. So that meant no flushing, no drinking water, no washing of hands. It was pretty, I don't want to say barbaric, but it was interesting because obviously, if you're there for an extended amount of time, you have to go to the bathroom. Um, Kaylee's at Trader Joe's. Good. Have fun at Trader Joe's. I haven't been there in a while. So anyway, we got through that. We finally got to flush yesterday afternoon about 4 o'clock on Saturday, but we still can use the water. We got a memo today around 4 o'clock that we could finally wash our hands. We've just been using sanitizer. Obviously, I work in labor and delivery. There's lots and lots of, body fluids that get on us. Obviously, yes, you can wash for that, but with just routine patient care with just hand sanitizer. So that was the hospital situation, and they were providing food for us from Monday through Thursday, but it wasn't much because they didn't have food. The cafeteria didn't have water as well. So it was like sandwiches and a can of pop, and here's your lunch. Bye-bye. And breakfast was a bagel and a sausage round. No fruit, no, nothing like that. No coffee, no coffee. Thank you, Kaylee. We're all fine. No coffee. That was the worst part. So, I'm not a huge coffee drinker. I do like a cup of coffee in the morning. And oh, thank you, Kaylee. That's really appreciated. So in the morning, I like a cup of coffee. So what I do, I get up and get ready for work. I make a mug of coffee. I go to work. I sit in the garage and I drink my coffee. I get there 30 minutes early just to sit in the garage, talk to nobody, and drink my coffee. Sometimes I watch YouTube videos, or sometimes I post stuff on, Hey Sheepdog. Sometimes I'll be posting stuff on, social media, whatnot, whatever. But anyway, I need that 30 minutes with my coffee just to kind of get my head in the right place. So I had no water. So it was a couple of rough days there without coffee. But anyhow, so backtracking. So that was kind of what was going on at the hospital during all this time. So getting back to my house. So I lost power Monday morning at 2:12 a.m. And I know what time it is because either my smoke alarm or my carbon monoxide alarm, when the power goes out, it does a battery test. So the battery beeps. And so I know it was 2:12 in the morning. So I thought, okay, well, great. Hopefully it won't be such a big deal. It'll come back on in a few hours. Well, it didn't. And poor Stella, the orange tabby, freaked her out. Stella was completely freaked out. She hid under the bed. I couldn't coax her out. I took her favorite blanket and I put it right by the bed. It's like, come on, food by the bed. No way. She was not coming out. She was scared to death. Poor thing. So bad. Roxy, of course, was just going with the flow, as Roxy does. Yes, I'm having a beverage. So Stella stayed under the bed. So by 2:12 in the morning, the power went out. By about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it was 56 degrees in my house. So it was manageable. I was just like under the covers reading a book. It was pretty cold though. I had, socks on, I had cap on, I had gloves on, which makes it difficult because when you're reading electronic books, you can't flip the page. So I remembered that I had a paperback novel in my beach bag. So I came downstairs, I got my novel and whatever. I was reading that. And one of my coworkers called and said, look, I have a generator. I have a spare room. You can bring your cats. Just come. I was like, I'll be okay. I'm sure the power's going to come off in a little bit. She said, okay, well, just don't wait until it's dark. So by the time 4 o'clock came, it's like, you know what? If I'm going to go, I better go now. So I went to her house. The cats are fine. I filled up their bowls and I figured there's cats outside in colder weather than this, and they do fine. So I didn't really feel too bad about leaving them. Um, Thank you, sheepdog. Thank you. I'm sorry about the drinking. Okay, I'll stop that. But anyhow, so I went to my friend's house. She is so funny. She does not cook at all. She she door dashes, I guess, everything. She said, "But you got to bring food. I really don't have anything." So she had some like frozen entrees in her freezer or something. I had some pasta. I had some sun-dried tomatoes. I had pasta sauce, and I had wine. So I took all that to her house, and I cooked and we ate. Went to bed. So in the morning, she had to go to work that morning. No, she didn't. So in the morning, I stayed till about 12 o'clock. And I said, well, I better get home. I was more worried about my pipes than anything, because we're already hearing about people's having busted pipes or people with water heaters in the attic where mine is frozen and falling through the ceiling. And it's like, I just need to go check on my house. She said, well, come back if you want to. Da, da, da. I was like, yeah, I'll be fine. Hey, Lisa. And I said, no, it's okay. I'll be fine. So she said, okay, well, I'm just telling you, come back if you want to. She was like, yeah, okay, thanks. So I came home, and when I came home at 12 o'clock on Tuesday, the temperature in my house was 39 degrees. It was so cold in here. So I bundled up. I was under now 4 layers of blankets in the bed, 2 socks, 2 gloves, a cap, and this, trying to read, I didn't have internet access. Although I was on my phone, which is like 4G or 5G, whatever it is, I couldn't get to the internet. So basically, I'm just like laying in bed and reading, and that's it. And Stella is still under the bed. And I don't think Stella came out all night long. So I think Stella was under the bed like for 36 hours. I don't know. Um, so that's okay. So Tuesday night, it came back on like around 5 o'clock for like an hour. I was like, oh my God, the power's back on. Yay. It came on for more than an hour because I was able to bring the temperature back up in here to about 65 or so. So it was comfortable. And then it went out again at 9 o'clock at night. And I have no water at all, 0 water. And it didn't dawn on me to fill my bathtub with a, with water, which I would have done had it been a hurricane, because I just know to do that now. It's ingrained in my brain to do that. But I didn't do that. So I had 1 case of water, which I was rationing, because A, I didn't have a lot of water, and B, I didn't want to pee because I had no toilet. So, which I obviously I had to do. Excuse me. Camping was much more fun than this, let me say. But anyhow, so it warmed up enough so that when it did go off again that night, like around 9 or 10, it stayed off again all night. It got cold, but it didn't go back down to the 30s or 40s. It stayed like around low to mid 50s. So it was chilly, but I was able to keep warm with, my sweater and whatnot. So then now we're on Wednesday. Wednesday at 12 o'clock, the power comes on. It's like, oh, great. And surely it's going to stay on now. So what I did, I put 2 pots of water on to boil. One, I wanted to boil some hot dogs, just to have some hot dogs in the fridge, because you can always eat a cold hot dog. And I put another pot on to warm up to wash my hair in the sink. So like, at least let me wash my hair. I've been taking like horse baths all this time anyway, except for the shower I had at Karen's house. So, so that's going on the stove. Well, right about then, the hot dogs got cooked. My water's warm enough now to wash my hair, and the power goes out yet again. About 12:45. It was not on long at all. So I pushed the pots back to the back of the stove, and I have the silicone thing is called a spill stopper that you put on boiling pots so they don't boil over. So I must have lifted off the spill stopper off the hot dog pot, and I put it on the stove, and the power's off, so we're all good. So the power's off till about 3. I learned to carve enough time on my routine to let my hair dry before work. My makeup with natural light by the window. I miss power. Well, obviously, I haven't been wearing makeup. So I'm talking to Joshua Flores. Joshua. I'm in the living room. I'm talking to Joshua. It's about 3 o'clock, and I hear this crackling in the kitchen. like crackle, crackle, crackle. So I'm getting up and I'm moseying into the kitchen, and flames are coming up off the stove. Like flames are coming up off the freaking stove. So silicone stopper, spill stopper thing is on fire. And it's like, I didn't even know silicone could burn, but I'm telling you, it can burn. So I had like silicone residue all on the stove. I said, George, like, it's on fire. I'll call you later. So I hung up with him, cleaned up the stove. It cleaned up pretty good. What I did was I didn't turn the burners off when the power went out. Like I'm just thinking, I was stupid. I just wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. The power was out. Oh, okay, the power went out again. Damn it. Let me pull the pots off the burners, but I didn't turn the burners off. So lesson there, big lesson there. Could have been way worse than what it was had I gone out and the power came back on. If the purchasing a power thing is true, then it's pretty much manslaughter, abuse, and everything else bad. Now, again, Desiree, I don't know that to be a fact. That's just the way somebody interpreted it. To me, I guess we'll find out in the coming months, whose heads are going to roll and for what reason, I don't know. But it was pretty bad. So put out the fire. I washed my hair. The power came back on like around 5 o'clock for an hour or so, and it went out again. Then it came on about 9 o'clock Wednesday night. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And it's been on ever since. Excuse me, so that's good. You want to come say hi? What are you guys doing? They're like giving each other like the death stare or something. What are you doing? Come say, here, rocks. Come on. Okay, whatever. So I'm good for power. I still have no water though. I'm so sorry. I still have no water. So Thursday morning, I get up and I had power. So I was able to heat some of my precious bottled water yet again, warm it up for another forest bath. My hair, I washed the day before, so I'm sort of good there, whatever. Desperate times. So Thursday, I went to work. Thursday night, I went to my friend's house. I showered. He fed me. I was good there. Friday morning, got up, went to work. Friday night, I came back home and I had water Friday upstairs, but no water downstairs. I thought, well, GD, this is going to be trouble. So, but the funny thing was, I had my downstairs bathroom toilet worked. I was like, well, okay, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it tonight. I had a shower. That's all that mattered. I had a shower. So Saturday, I'll go to work. Saturday night, it's like, okay, I got to figure out this water thing because I'm really concerned that why do I have water upstairs but downstairs? Is something broken downstairs? I don't know. So my neighbor said, go and turn on on the patio, your outdoor faucet and see if you have water there. I had tons of water there. I still had water, flushing toilet. So on the neighborhood app, what's that app called? You guys should get this app, Nextdoor. There's an app called the Nextdoor app, and it's specific to your neighborhood. So people chat and what's going on in your neighborhood. So somebody posted on that app, if you're not having a lot of pressure or no water, take off the little filter things on the end of your tap. You know what I mean? You unscrew them and there's a little filter in there. So I took those off. And then at work, we have these long, giant Q-tips with a swab on the end. So when we're swabbing places unknown, I thought, well, I'm going to take some of these because I could use those maybe to push them down the neck, not the swabby end, but the unswabbed end, to push them down the neck of the faucet and see what I get. So that's what I did. The kitchen and the bathroom, I unscrewed the little filter things, whatever they're called. I rinsed those out. I pushed the swabs down the necks of the faucets, and I turned them on full force, let them run, 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 run. And it was just a lot of sediment from, the power being on and off and whatever was going on. I have no idea. But anyway, so now I've got power, I've got water everywhere, and I've got a beverage. So all is good with the world. That Susan has the app, right? Mm-hmm. And it was actually I mean, it was a nightmare for lots of people. It was uncomfortable for me. I survived through it, but I feel really bad. There have been some deaths from old people that don't have power. There's lots and lots of homeless people in Houston. One of my coworkers said today that she talked to her husband earlier in the week. She was on team A, so she was in the hospital early. And she talked to her husband one night. He said, I'm sleeping in the car. Although his aunt had power, she said, why don't you go to your aunt's house? Because their next door neighbors were two 80-year-old people and they were sleeping in their car because they had no power and they had no place to go. So he said, I'm going to, hey, Kim, hey, Mo. So he slept in his car right next to the neighbors because he wanted to be sure that the 80-year-old neighbors were safe. I mean, so there was a lot of, problems, obviously that went on. So yes, I was uncomfortable. It didn't kill me, but it was way worse for other people. Also, two of my, as I said earlier, I think I did, two of my coworkers, one, her house has flooded. She went home and her husband went home and opened the door and water's gushing out because all their pipes bust and their hot water tank busted. And one of my other coworkers was one of the ones that had the hot water tank in the ceiling that came through and her house is flooded. So I can't complain. As I said, I was uncomfortable. It was nothing bad. I lived through it. Um, exactly, Desiree. The best way to get through things is to stick together and help each other. And that's exactly right. So, all the little tiddly bits are clean for sure. The nibbly bits are good. So of course, then on the back end, so I had to work 4 days in a row, 4 12-hour shifts, which is not good. Usually by my second 12-hour shift, I'm pretty cranky. Three is no, and four this was like I just went off. These young little residents that, yeah, okay, it was a bad day. And so it's definitely time for me to have some days off. So I have 3 days off. So that's really good. I'm happy about that. I do have some weeds that I need to pull in my backyard, but luckily they were frozen, so they're going to be easy for me to pull out. So that was one good thing. Teresa's here. Yay, Teresa. Um, I say this all the time. Look how this is so cool how we all know each other. Like, I love this so much. Okay, speaking of which, um, I'm moving to Canada, so we won't. We'll have some other stories about this as things progress. But so I'm still going. Somebody asked me, "Are we still going to be doing YouTube videos?" Absolutely, because I'm going to miss all you guys in our community, so that's not going to change. I'm still going to be your fabulous Scentsy lady and your Color Street lady. So none of that is going to change. None of that's going to change. And luckily through the power of technology and the internet and Wi-Fi, we all get to still hang out together. So that's a whole other story for another video. But I am planning to do, um, you know, updates, and when I travel back to Canada, I'll be doing some vlogging as I travel through the states. Although, if the Canadian border is still closed, we're still glad. Yeah, I know, Teresa, me too. I got to meet a lot of people, so I'm not gone yet. But if the Canadian border is still closed, that's going to throw a different wrench in the mix because if my friend here drives up with me, he can't come into Canada, so he'll have to turn around and go back. Fly back from Maine, I guess, or I would drive up by myself, which I really don't want to do. And the thing is, too, to get entry into Canada, you have to have a negative COVID test 3 days prior to entry. Well, I'm not sure that I myself can drive between Houston and the Maine border in 3 days by myself. I don't know. So then I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll have the moving company take the car with them and I'll just fly up. I don't know. Then these two little furry girls here that I have to worry about. And for a moment, I thought I might rehome them and leave them here in Houston. It's like, well, I don't think I can do that, but I can't be in a car for 4 days with two cats. That's not going to work either. So luckily, a friend of mine up there is going to take them Um, when I for the move, I'll send them up ahead of time, fly them up. And but I know, Amy, same thing. It doesn't matter if the border's closed. It's going to be a mess. So anyway, I've decided that when I put the house on the market, which I think is going to be June, I'm going to fly them up at that time, so I'll be able to show the house without having litter boxes and kitty toys and things like that around. So that's going to work. I'll get to keep the girls and go from there. Anyhow, so that's about that. So yes, I have heat, I have power. For the most part, I think everybody's okay here. Obviously, there's some people that are not, but for the most part, everybody's got their power back. There are people that have, we're hearing stories all the time of busted pipes, and we're just not prepared for that down here. We're just, I mean, like I said, we do hurricanes, but um, we don't do freezing weather. We're not prepared for it. We don't have the resources to do that. SS Flower, yes, I am well. And yes, Melissa, I made it through. Made it through Snowvid. I saw somebody on Facebook or Pinterest or something, or Instagram, just like Snowvid, Texas Snowvid. So definitely, it's been a year. It's been a couple of years. So really, I really don't think we're looking at any kind of resolution or improvement of our situation until the end of 2021. I guess. I mean, it doesn't look good. Now, I was talking to Kim the other day, and Kim has lots of snow, and Kim's in. Well, I don't know if she wants to tell you where she is, but anyway, Kim has, I think, had quite a bit of snow. So I'm glad your snow is almost gone. And yes, I'm also glad, Teresa. Snowpocalypse. Yeah. So Teresa is in. Well, I shouldn't. Okay. Teresa. Let's see. I don't know where everybody is. I know where most people are. Teresa, Susan. So nobody else, I guess, got snow. They didn't get. Adam is here. Hey, Adam. Adam, how is your weather where you are? And who else got lots? Did anybody get any unexpected snow? Unexpected. I saw pictures of Lowe's. Lowe's was like body to body. You couldn't even move in Lowe's. And I'm sure that's going to be that way for a while. Amy has lots of snow in Ohio. Desiree got snow, but not a ton. That's good. What is this? Teresa is asking Kim, do you have a Brahms ice cream near you? That sounds really interesting. Okay. Adam says it's nicer today. 33 counts is nice. Well, it would have counted nice, yes. Better than 20 below. Absolutely. Teresa said it snowed where she lives in 1989. Kids in Arkansas get lots of snow. I was just going to ask something else. I don't know. Is Crystal still here? Crystal. I wanted to ask Crystal if she's still here. What the status of the coffee is. We were minus 40 for 4 days straight in Nebraska. Got so cold it cracked my windshield. OMG. Yeah, it gets cold. It gets cold in Nova Scotia where I'm going. I don't think it goes to minus 40. I hope it doesn't go to minus 40. It's definitely going to be a transition for me because I've been in Texas for 31 years. And although I've gone home every 1 to 2 years, I've not gone home in the winter. The latest I've gone home is October for Canadian Thanksgiving, but I've not been home for like November through May, June, July. Like I haven't been home for a Canadian Nova Scotia winter in 31 winters. So I'm kind of concerned about that, but I'll get through. The difference is, I'll have all the resources I need and everybody has, it's just the way of life there, it's no big deal. Do you think you'll ever Texas? Absolutely. I'll be back to Texas. I've been here for 31 years, so I have lots of good friends here. Absolutely. I'll be back. Laura Mack is just got for asking. But yes, I will be back to Texas they'll be coming to visit me, and um, because in Houston we have BYOB bingo. So Adam said, I'm so excited for you to find me back home close to your family. That's why I suffer living in Illinois. I can't leave my family. Family is everything. And you always know it is, but when you're gone, and the longer you're gone, the more apparent it is that you just kind of reassign your priorities, and you know where you need to be. It was horrible. It never gets that cold here, maybe 0, but a freak storm was on site. The snow in San Antonio was not fun. HEB department company manager also, and the grocery store shenanigans was unreal. Why family is everything? Help me answer this, people. Because for me, I have lots of friends. I have lots of very, very, very good friends. I have friends I consider family, but when it comes down to it, this is my personal opinion. Everybody can chime in. For me, nobody has your back like your family. I will do anything for my sisters. I would do anything for my sisters, and I know they would do that for me. Family is everything. That's for me, it's everything. And I always knew that. Yes, I work in labor and delivery at a high risk labor and delivery unit here in Houston. Lots of COVID patients, and they're still coming. They are still coming. We had one yesterday, as a matter of fact. When it snowed here in Florida in 1989, the whole city shut down. I can absolutely imagine that, Teresa. I can imagine that. Thank you, James. Canada is so beautiful, Kim. Yes, it is. And so I will be having a 2-bedroom apartment up there. I'm not going to buy a house because for many, many, many years, I tried to pay off my house. I was like, oh, I need to get a house. I need to still have insurance. I still have HOA fees. I still have maintenance fees. And when I'm older, and if I was still single, do I want to have to be worrying about putting on a new roof? Or, the appliances are old now. Appliances are expensive. So there's all those different things. So then people say that nowadays business is everything and not family. Not to me. I can only say that's not my philosophy. So I'm so happy for you. Got to pop off. Good night, ladies. Good night, Kim. Thanks so much for popping on. We'll chat soon. Thank you, Kim. Good night. Cheers. So, what was I saying? What was I saying? Okay. So my aunt in Quebec just passed, and it feels like a huge part of me and my family is gone forever. My culture, my history, even family in the States is spread all over, and I wish it weren't so. Excuse me, appliances, new roofs and stuff. Exactly. Yes, thank you, Lisa. Okay. So friends of mine renting over my house. Yep, thanks. So anyway, when I crunch the numbers, and I've talked to another friends of mine in Canada who had a house as well. They bought an old, fixer-upper. They fixed it up. They were going to stay in it, and then they said they kind of weighed all the options. And they said, no, we're going to sell the house. We're going to rent. And I said, really? You're going to rent? But then you always have a payment. He said, yeah, but we're always going to have a payment because we still have HOA fees, insurance, and maintenance. When you add all that up, you might be paying a little bit more, but it might be worth it for me. For me, it is worth it to pick up the phone and say, hey, the dishwasher isn't working. Can you come fix it, please? Thank you. Goodbye. Done. And so where I'm going to be living, the lights and the heat are included. It's going to be less stress for me, at least when I get there and get kind of situated and get settled and see what I'm going to do. Now, another question people ask a lot, how long have we been on here? Anyway, 35 minutes. Okay. I think Teresa's gone. I mean, not Teresa, Crystal. Am I going to work? And I'm going to be semi-retired. I think I'm going to probably work one shift a week. Hopefully that's it. One of my very good friends that lives there, one of my very best friends, she just started actually working in a COVID clinic, and lots of places are hiring nurses to give injections, to do testing, and to do follow-up, to do tracking. And they're looking people. So I may do that. I may work in labor and delivery one shift a week. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely hoping not to work full time because I have my Scentsy business, my Color Street business, and so those are helping me make this dream come true for me. Be a nurse educator and do clinics. No. Uh, no. Next question. Uh, A, I don't have a master's degree. So for most educators need to have a master's degree. Secondly, my generation of nurses, actually, there's 4 people on my unit that are leaving this year. We're over it. Done. Goodbye. Can't do it anymore. Part of that reason is the same as mine, that during this last 12 months for me and these other 3 people, our priorities have changed, our philosophy has changed. We've realized that, we're working, but PN is. I will have to apply, which I'm in the process of getting all my paperwork together. I need to apply for a Nova Scotia nurse's license. Ever thought about admin nurse? No, case management for insurance companies. I did. I did think about that. And down here, I probably could do that, but in Canada, the whole system is different. Like it's because of socialized medicine, nobody ever gets a bill. You don't get a bill. Like here, when I go to the hospital, when I go to the ER, I have an itemized bill, nursing hours, ER time, the MRI costs this much, the IV costs that. You don't see any kind of bill at all, zero bill in Canada. So I don't even know if there is case management situations like that need to be monitoring things like that. I understand, like I said, I have thought about case management. I don't, I don't know, because I like patients, patient care too much. So I am applying for my Canadian license, yes, my Nova Scotia license. Educator, no. Okay. So I was talking about, see, oh my God, I'm so freaking tired. So if you're a new nurse, I apologize. I apologize right now for what I'm about to say. The new generation of nurses are different. India has the highest rate of open defecation in the world. Okay. So me and my generation, I'm 57 this year, we learned old school, like we can take manual blood pressures. We keep our patients clean. We are old school in that we know how to do, hospital corners, bed, like crap like that. We communicate with our patients. We touch hands. We hold patients. It's kind of different. Hi, LEV, and welcome to our channel here. Mitered corners. Yes, I can do it. And I'm not saying that new nurses don't have other skills, but their skills are different than what old nurses have. And that's why I went off on one of these new little 20-year-old residents today. Moving on. Next question. I'm just old and I'm cranky and I need to go somewhere. Okay. Is there any other registered nurses here that could support me in my old age and my crankiness? Teresa knows me. People rely too much on automation technology. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. When things break, they're screwed. Okay. Here's a perfect example of this. Perfect example. Amber says they're focusing more on tech now. Yep, my mom was an old school nurse, graduated when I was 1, and I'm almost 31. Well, how old is your mother? Because probably we're the same age, Adam. I could be your mother. Okay, perfect example. And hey, Angela's here. Yay. Hi, Ramona, you're the best. Thank you for being compassionate with your patients. Do the older nurses find the younger nurses to be lazy, independent? Yes, yes, and yes. Check. So a couple of weeks ago, we have an ultrasound machine on our unit because we have to scan them, see what the placenta is, if they're a vertex, if they're breached, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But when you do a vaginal exam, part of your assessment in that exam is um, you figure out how dilated they are, their effacement, their station, and their presentation. Is it a head down there that you're feeling, or a butt down that you're feeling, or fingers, or whatever? That's part of your cervical assessment. The new docs, they can't do that. They're not. Ramona, we're back to Texas. Mo, that's too bad. Mo Z is the first subscriber I ever met in person. I was scared to death. We went to Snooze Eatery, which I still go to all the time, Mo. And Mo was so sweet, and she brought her daughter. What's your daughter's name? It's like Annabelle. No, it's a really sweet name. Mo, what's your daughter's name? Adelaide, Annabelle. Anyway, I was scared to death, but it was good. It was great, and Mo's a sweet person. But anyhow, so but the young doctors don't know how to check. Penelope, yes, Penelope. Oh, she was so sweet. So anyway, the new doctors, this young generation of doctors, they have to ultrasound everybody to determine presentation. Is it a head? Is it a butt? What is it? So, but the old gals don't, but they don't value our experience, and which is why the old timers are going, we're done. Can't do it. No, 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 no. Candace, so happy you are returning. Well, I don't know about that, but I'm happy I'm going back. So a couple days, well, like 2 weeks ago or whatever, the ultrasound was down in the main OR downstairs. Yes, the doctors are more tech focused. The doctors are concerned about the studies. Well, the study says this, the study says that. They're concerned about their there's no communication. They don't introduce themselves. There's no personable communication. I'm totally over it. Common sense is leaving and technology is replacing it. Absolutely. Absolutely. All they want to do is quote study. Well, this study says this. Well, this study says that. Well, let me tell you, my aunt retired from being a trauma unit nurse, and she had no patience. That's exactly where I'm at. I have no filter. My mouth has no filter anymore. I tell them. Let me finish this story. So a couple of weeks ago, she came in, checked her. Yeah, she's 3 centimeters. This, that. She's vertex. So we admitted her. She went to a labor room. I work in the OBED most of the time. They come through me or us first, and they go to a labor room if they get admitted. So the second-year resident, went to the charge nurse. She said, "Oh my God, I don't know if this patient is vertex or not." Vertex meaning head, which you want the head down. Brenda said, because I can't scan her, the ultrasound is down in the main OR, which it shouldn't have been in the first place, but that's another issue I have. But anyhow, so the charge nurse said, "Well, what did the nurse tell you that she was?" That she was head down. And Brenda said, "Then she is head down." But the new nurses and the new doctors can't They're just moving on. It's so much about liability. Liability is huge here. Carson Cole, hope all is well, keeping you in my thoughts. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. All is well here at my house. I have power, I have water, I have booze, and my cats are warm. We're all good. Okay. Anyway, 46 minutes. Oh my gosh, I haven't even talked about candles yet. Should we talk about candles or not? Going to the candle empties, or should I just make a separate video about that? Obviously, so everybody was saying, burn some candles, Ramona, burn some candles. So I say, why am I going to burn candles? Like, I don't think candles are going to keep you warm when it's 39 degrees. But anyway, I lit some candles. So I do have quite a few candle empties here. Plus, it's been a little while since I've done candle empties. Susan says yes to candles. Okay, you guys, let me tell you this right now. If you guys are not watching Susan Fitzpatrick's Household Empties, you must, because every time I watch one of Susan's videos, there's something in there that I think I need to buy, whether it's a shower gel or a face mask or a laundry product or something. Susan has great empties. I love Susan's empties. Okay. All right. Let's stop talking about storm stuff and whatever, and we'll just blow through these candles and we'll call it a night, shall we? Okay. I'm looking over here because that's where my notes are. Okay. Okay. And pardon me. Hello to Susan. Escape Dallas for power. Yes, Ramona do candles. Hello, Teresa. Love you all. Do you live in Dallas, Carson? Because Dallas is where. Oh, Rachel's here. Hey, Rachel. I'm so glad you got this. I've been wondering how you were doing. I'm back to normal here. Thank you so much, Rachel. What? Well, if you're gonna talk to, at least come say hi. Come on. Come on. What? There you go. It's here. It was Woxie's tail right there. He walked. What? What? Okay. Here, just come say hi, and then you can go down. Okay. Roxy. Ah, what? 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 Rox? What? All right. Who's a pretty girl, Roxy? She's like, oh my God. Roxy has pretty green eyes. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Pretty. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Tracy. I'm doing well. Yes. Okay, let's do these candles. So I did burn a lot of candles. They did not provide any heat at all. Okay, so let me just get that straight. Okay, this is a Homeworks candle in Midnight Leaves, and um, this is so good. This is I got from QVC in a set of 2. I bought it several months ago with another set in this like metallic hobnail. Gorgeous, gorgeous packaging. I love it so much. And Midnight Leaves is mahogany wood, fallen leaves, juicy apple, and cinnamon. It was really good. Like I said, I ordered a second set of this. So I would go to QVC, plug in Homeworks, and see what comes up. I'm not sure if these metallic sets are available or not, but both sets were really good. Midnight Leaves, and the other set was Blackberry something or other, and that was also very good. I love that one as well. And I would have bought a second set of those as well, except it was sold out. We've got some. This is the second one of the, it is a candlelight company, 'Tis the Season, and I bought this at my local HEB store, which is a grocery store here. It is a woodwick candle. You can see that. This is the second one. I bought 2 because the scent on cold was so good. Susan has the blackberry one, and it's really good. So anyway, this is 'Tis the Season, candlelight company, and on cold, it smells really good. Is there scent notes on here? It seems to me, I thought there was. 'Tis the Season is holly leaf, praline, vanilla bean, and fir balsam. all sounds really good, very Christmassy, really, really nice. Hello from New York City. So happy you're doing well. Happy I caught you live. I am doing great, Michelle. Thank you. I'm with a whole bunch of my candle friends here, so we're having a great time. And getting back to the candle, Woodwick, I bought 2 of these. They smell great on cold. They had no throw. The first one had 0 throw. The second one had minimal throw as well. It's still half a candle in here. And I said, I'm done with it. I have too many candles to worry about burning candles that don't throw. So I'm not going to bother with that. Okay. This is interesting. This is Bath & Body Works Crushed Candy Cane, which is crunchy peppermint, white sugar crystals, frosted mint leaf, and essential oils. So I love twisted peppermint. Is that the name of it? Twisted peppermint. Is it twisted peppermint? Yes, I think so. I don't know. One of my very favorite Bath & Body Works candles. I buy it every year. I have 2 in the closet right now that I didn't burn. I'm hoarding it. Thank you. So I thought I would try the crushed candy cane because I thought I heard a lot of good things about it. The crushed peppermint, or the crushed candy cane. It had no throw. I put it in the, you can see how the wicks are all displaced there. That's because I put it in the candle crop, hoping I would get more scent, but I didn't. But I know a lot of people really love this candle. But if it comes between this candle and Twisted Peppermint, I'm going to go with Twisted Peppermint. That's the one I really love the most. This is Winter. Oh, this is one of my all-time favorite candles from any brand whatsoever. I always buy it every year. I love this so much. This is White Woods, Pine Needles, Sparkling Clementine, Spice Clove, and of course, essential oils. This, how do I describe this? It's winter. Well, it is winter, but it has like a smoky note to it or something. It's like if you threw some pine boughs on a fire. Like you definitely get a strong pine note, but you also get a smoky note with it. I really, really love this. So this is a staple. Love it. And if you, let me see, do I have one here? I thought I did. No, actually, it's burning in the living room right now. Homeworks winter, is it called Winter Fireside? It has a bunch of birch leaves on it. I think so. Maybe it was even Susan that reminded me that winter and the Homeworks candle, Winter Fireside, are almost identical. It may not have been Susan, so I stand corrected. But anyway, I love winter. It's a staple every single year. A bunch of lids. What are we up to? 54 minutes. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is one of these little Glade candles. It was in cranberry something. I had that in my bathroom. They burn very well. There's always, generally speaking, a little bit of, residue on the sides, but it burned down completely. No soot on that one. So that was okay. Winter Fireside. Yes, it is. Okay. This is a candle that I got for Christmas from Costco. It came in a set of 3. And this one is called Bellevue Luxury Candle Company. And this one is white aspen and juniper. So the jars are beautiful, very nice glass etching on it, very thick glass, which generally speaking, if you have this thickness of, a diameter glass, it's going to retain the heat more. And generally speaking, they will burn well. This is the second one, excuse me, that I've burned in this line. Came in a set of 3, as I said, a Christmas gift. The first one had minimal throw. It tunneled a little bit, I think. I can't remember, but I know it had minimal throw. The same with this one. This one did tunnel. I had a lot of, a big sidewall here of wax. I'm so sorry. Again, it's half full, it's half empty. I just stopped burning it. It had no scent whatsoever. So again, I'm not going to waste time burning things that don't have throw. Pardon me, I have a tickle. I have a lot of candles. I like to burn candles. So if you're not performing, you're out. This is a Trader Joe's candle in vanilla pumpkin, which I found. And when I did my candle inventory, I thought, well, okay, let me melt it. I melted it in the bedroom, in the bathroom. It burned all the way down. It self-extinguished. There was minimal residue on the side. There was no soot. The smell was great. These little Trader Joe's candles are hit and miss. I know this one is good. I've also burned the grapefruit one, which smells great, but it had a lot of tunneling. So, it's kind of take your chances. This is another Glade candle in, there's no scent on it, but it was like, I'm so sorry. It's because I'm not drinking enough. Adam says he will for sure. I loved pumpkin drinking. I'll grab a beer. Absolutely, Carson. Grab a beer. My Honeycrisp TJ candle tunneled. Yes, exactly. The grapefruit one did. That one did not. And there was another one that I got that I was impressed with that did not tunnel, which I can't remember what it is. I think what are they, like $3.99 each? So, I am madly in love with Trader Joe's, which I am going to madly miss when I'm in Canada. There are, grab a beverage, everybody. We're all going. Okay, Adam, I'm just getting that. No, there are no Trader Joe's in Canada. And I Googled it, and it has something to do with Trader Joe's guy had a cousin who tried to open a Trader Joe's by a different name in Canada, and they had some kind of family fallout, something like that. So there are no Trader Joe's. So I will be in the province of Nova Scotia, which is East Coast Canada. The closest Trader Joe's will be in Maine, like I think Portland, Maine. So definitely, and my sister lives in Fredericton, which is the province next to me. And so I'll be definitely doing some road trips to Trader Joe's. It's like a long drive, so it's like 8 hours. So I'll probably we'll go to Trader Joe's, go to my sister Joanne's house, spend overnight, freeze everything, and then another 4 hours home. I don't know how it's going to work. But I have to get to Trader Joe's. I love Trader Joe's so much. And like I said, I haven't been in a while, so I need to go. And okay, let me just, I have some new things that are on my list, my Trader Joe's list. I've said this many times. Rachel is enjoying her Delta B gummy instead of having a drink. I don't know what a Delta B gummy is, so you'll have to tell us what that is, Rachel. No, that's sad. Glad to hear you making a road trip. Yes, and yes, the pumpkin bonfire, and that is a good one. So Katie Hespe, KATIEHESPE, Katie Hespe. Oh, CBD. Oh, well, yes, I can understand that, Rachel. And FYI, I don't even know if I can say this in the US. I don't know, whatever. So in Canada, all that stuff is legal. Like maybe 6 years ago, medicinal MJ was legal. You had to have a prescription for physician and all that stuff. And I saw my cousin's prescription, like she has back pain or something, and it looked like a regular prescription pad with medications on it. And then about 2 years ago, recreational became legal, as it is in most places, lots of places in Europe and lots of places in the US, except for Texas, because we're so red. But anyway, we're getting off topic. Susan, you and Rachel need to talk, because I know Susan likes CBD as well. Okay, but anyway, Katie Hespe works at Trader Joe's, and I watch Katie Hespe all the time. Every Friday, she posts a Trader Joe's video. So my new things last week she posted that they have some new Thai noodles, and I love Thai food, so I'm going to be trying out those noodles. I'll do a Trader Joe's haul next week, because I haven't been in a while. The coffee rub I still love for steaks, barbecue steaks, really great. Okay, I have it right here. I have to show you guys this. It's so good. Okay, we're getting way off topic and way over time too. We're over an hour, which I did not intend to do. Okay, but this is, if you guys like ginger, this is what I got at Trader Joe's, and this looks backwards to me. So, and I'm not filming on my camera, so I don't know if this is backwards or forwards, but it's 100% ginger drink. It's not ginger tea. There's no tea in it. All it is 100% dried and powdered ginger. It is so good. It is so comforting. It is so warming. Um, if you like ginger, please try this 100% ginger drink. It is really, really good. But anyway, okay. Yes, Teresa, and you were supposed to do a video and you never did it. I'm jealous of their laws in Canada, Ramona. Listen, we could go on. We could talk about this. Some people claim it's a gateway drug, which it is not. I mean, you could claim booze is a gateway, but it's not. We're not going to go down that road. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, the ginger tea is really good. I did buy the tomato dumpling soup, which Katie really recommended. It's spicy, but it's a tomato soup and it has dumplings in it, which I really want to try. The argan oil. Where's my argan oil? What side am I at? Oh, it's over here. You can't see it. Anyway, I have a bottle of argan oil back there. It's really good. Kevin lives in Florida. Yes, Rachel, it is. Kevin Russo in Florida recommended this wine called Conus wine, and I haven't tried that yet, so I am going to try that. And then my regular stuff. But I'm going to do a Trader Joe's haul. It's been a while. Okay. Anyway, back to the candles. So this is another one of these Glade candles. I think it was either vanilla or Palo Santo something or other, but look at the soot. It really sooted bad. It burned fine. The throw was great, but it had a lot of soot. So, I don't know, whatever. Okay, 3 candles left. We're almost done. Susan doesn't smoke weed, but CBD is so amazing for me. I'm glad CBD worked for you, Susan. I tried the same brand that you did, that you told me about. It was like bubblegum something or other that I tried, and it didn't do anything for me. So I'm glad that it's working for you. I'm happy for that. Okay, 3 more candles were done, and they're all Homeworks candles. Love Homeworks candles. They had some touch and go issues along the way, some growing pains, I think. This one is Pumpkin Woods. And so when this came up, so many people messaged me. Oh my God, Ramona, your candle's back, Pumpkin Woods, Pumpkin Woods. No, that my all-time holy grail candle is smoked pumpkin woods from Homeworks. CBD helps my anxiety and migraines. That's good. I'm very glad. And CBD helps a lot of people. Anyway, so this is not smoked pumpkin wood. Oh, I think we should all. Wouldn't we have such a great time if we were all together? Like between this, that, and the other thing, we'd be some happy people. Pumpkin Woods is pumpkin, cedarwood, sprinkled nutmeg, and white cinnamon. So yes, this is a fabulous candle. I love it. It burned great. Minimal soot. I don't know if you can see that. Minimal soot. Minimal soot. It burned all the way down. It self-extinguished. Loved it. It was a great candle. I love the scent. It is not smoked pumpkin woods. I have begged Harry Slacken every year, please bring it back, and he has not. Maybe next year will be the year, but I won't be living here. So I might have to count on my friends to help me out to get me some. But anyway, Pumpkin Woods, if you can get your hands on it somewhere, I don't know. It was a great candle. If you like pumpkin scents, I still would recommend it. It's not the one I love, but it was still a very good candle. Another very good candle from Homeworks was Yuletide Glow, which is fir needle, forest sage, patchouli, and cedar leaf. And I loved it. Definitely you get the forest, the pine, the Christmas note, but adding that patchouli in there really made it different and unique. I loved it. It burned great. It's self-extinguished. It's a 4-wick. Again, this is the same soot from the other candle. This one actually has no soot. So yeah, Yuletide Glow, also highly recommended. And the last candle we have is Frozen Balsam, also by Homeworks. Let's catch up here. Rachel, speaking of smoky scents, is anyone obsessed with around the campfire and sun's design? Yes, actually, Rachel. So obviously, I haven't changed my wax since last weekend, a week since all this started. The last wax I put in my warmer was a mix of around the campfire, 1 cube of each. When I walked in the house tonight, which is Sunday night, and I changed my wax probably last Sunday before all the shit happened. When I walked in my house today, I could still smell it, and that's saying a lot. Now, was it super duper strong like the first day I went in? No, but it was still there. So yes, Teresa ordered some limoncello cupcake candles. Oh, yum! I think I had that last year, if I was mistaken. Um, Rachel, around the campfire is so good. I've mixed it with so many things, and it's great by itself, but it mixes great with everything else too. And that it was in my club. Did I take it out? Did I leave it in? I can't remember. But I have several backups anyway. I love that one for sure. Okay, and then the final one is Frozen Balsam, which is Fir Balsam, Frozen Ozone, Bergamot, Oak Moss, and Evergreen. And really, around the campfire and apple butter frosting. I'm going to do that tomorrow, Susan. I'm actually going to do that tomorrow. So this also is a very, very favorite one of mine that I've ordered every year as well. I get it from QVC. It's just very fresh, very Christmas tree. Winter, I also love, but for different reasons. Winter has more of a, I don't know, like a smoky note to it or something. For nail sparkles, clove, right. Winter has clove in it. This is just a straight up balsam Christmas tree scent, and I really love it. The throw is great. The burn is great. This is a 4-wick as well. No burn issues. Great. I mean, what can you say about that? So I'm going to let's see. Let's catch up here. Good with apple butter frosting. I need to remember to do that, Susan. So maybe you need to remind me tomorrow to do that because I'm not going to remember. I have frozen balsam for December. It does throw really, really good. Really, really good. Okay, so we've talked about Snowvid, we've talked about work, we've talked about moving to Canada, we've talked about candles. Anything else that we need to talk about? I'm just waiting for the day that Mix It Monday. I haven't done Mix It Monday in a while. I need to get back to Mix It Monday. You're right. I just made a small Bath and Body Works candle order tonight. Oh, Adam, what did you get, Adam? I think their spring candles are out, which I'm not really into spring summer scents in wax or candles. Like I know we have, lots of, spring summer stuff coming out. So, and just in case you're wondering, I've worked 4 12-hour shifts in a row. I'm tired, so yes, I'm gonna have another drink. Mix It Monday would be cool. Okay. I will do Mix It Monday, and we're gonna talk about around the campfire and apple butter frosting, which seems really unusual to me. Okay, so I ran out of ice, so we're just going to, girl, Teresa, you can have all spring or summer you want. I'll take fall, winter, any day of the week. Any season, any month of the year, I'll be doing fall, winter. I mean, at some point after a lot of fall, winter, I crave something fresh, and I do like fresh, but then I kind of creep back into fall, winter scents. iced blueberry biscotti, which I heard was good, coconut cream pie, and jelly bean. Okay, smoky apple frosting sounds yummy. So, Adam, to you, Adam, you also have been negligent in posting in a while as well. And Susan says it's too hot here in the summer to burn candles. I always have to burn a candle just for like some ambiance and just I don't know. I just like to burn candles. However, having said that, now that I'm going to sell the house, I'm looking around and I see now, oh, I see, soot on the ceiling. So my ceilings definitely are going to have to be painted before I go. Um, I don't really actually have to do a lot in the house before I go. The ceilings, yes. There's one place here on the island where I sit and film over on the corner. Stella likes to scratch there, and as much as I try, I cannot get her to stop scratching there. I'm so over these fall winter scents like me. Let's move on. Oh, you guys, you're all spring summer people. I get it. It's fine. Adam says, I'm the worst. I will start filming again soon. School takes some. I'm sure it does. And so you're okay. It makes me feel hot. I still burn occasionally. I just don't have summer candles. And actually, I don't have a lot of summer candles either. I have not a lot of summer candles actually. But I'll probably still burn my fall winter candles. I don't know. I do too. I'm winter. Give me winter all the way. Um, I love pumpkin, anything like pumpkin scents and pumpkin blends. After a while, though, I get it's like, oh, pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. Okay, I'm kind of done with the pumpkin. So I do want to, melt something else. Oh, by the way, I also want to remind everybody tomorrow. There's going to be some new clearance stuff added to the Scentsy website. So check out my check out my Scentsy website for that. Okay. Let's see what else. I agree. Pumpkin and nutmeg are together, and pumpkin and clove is really nice together as well. We have so many scents we can choose from, so many spices. It's always like pumpkin and cinnamon, pumpkin and nutmeg, but clove is a very underrated scent, and I love the smell of clove. And clove is what makes winter really good and winter fireside really good as well. That the older or not, like the more mature I get, um, my middle sister Margot has always been. Shannon says, "Hi, Ramon. So glad you saw the song, Texas. I've been thinking of you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I'm totally fine. I have my power. I have my water. I have my food. I have booze. I'm good. Thank you very much, Shannon. Lots of people did not fare as well as I did, so I do appreciate that. Um, I'm a Spice Girl too, so I intertwine winter scents with everything else. Clove is awesome. And I just want to say something else. Da, 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 da. I don't know. Anyhow, let's see what else can we talk about. It's fine. I also love coffee scents, and that's why I was going to ask Crystal earlier about when the coffee sampler is coming out, because Crystal from Rainbow Melts, if you're not familiar, your bomb shelter for wax sister would be so proud of your candle and wax progress. I will let her know. And I'm really trying really, really hard not to buy any more candles, not to buy any more wax. I could not pass up the coffee sampler from Rainbow Melts. Crystal was here earlier. If you don't know Rainbow Melts is one of my favorite vendors, my like indie vendors. Crystal makes great wax lasting power, great throw. I love. What's your what's your personal favorite Bring Back My Bar scent from the recent round? Oh my gosh, that is really hard to say because a lot of them. A lot of them were new to me. Let me just pull them up here. Do we have them on? Gosh, excuse me. To be honest, I haven't melted all of them yet. I'm about halfway through. I've not added any of them to my Scentsy Club yet. But what's the one? Was it lavender linen or something linen? No, not mahogany linen. The linen one. That's, I think, going to go in my club for chart. Okay, good night, Teresa. Thanks for coming. Good night, Teresa. I'm surprised you remember from me last minute. Yeah, Susan, you need an intervention, my dear. I've been there. I know. Is Adam going to? Okay. Hi, Emily. Thanks for coming. Yes, I have been. It's been extremely difficult. Yes, rainbow melts all washed up. Emily, I'm fine. Thank you. I have power. I have water. I'm totally fine. I'm safe. I had no busted pipes. My house is fine. So I am doing very, very well. And so I've not been watching as many haul videos as I used to because I'm very susceptible to purchasing wax. And with the move coming up, I don't want to have too much wax or candles because for the international move, well, maybe for other moves, it's going to cost me per pound. It's a weight thing. So I don't want to purchase. That's it, magnolia linen. Yes, yes, yes. That I do love. And so that very easily could be going into my club. But as I said, I've not gone through them all yet, but there was a couple, like I said, a lot of them were really new to me. I've only been a consultant like for 2 years or so. So some of these were older than that. Susan says she blames wine for a lot of my purchases. Girl, I can relate to that. Absolutely. And so that's why I'm trying not to purchase because I'm going to have to pay to move it back by the pound. However, I did order a Rainbow Melts coffee sampler, and I love the taste of coffee, the smell of coffee. Where are we at here? I guess we should wrap this up. It's 20 minutes. I don't know. I'm drunk 90% of the time. I'm glad I'm not the only one, Carson. I'm sure I'm not, but I did good for 2-3 months around the holidays, and then 100% fell off the wagon. I need to calm back down. It's so hard, and there's so many new vendors. There's vendors out there now that I've never even heard about, and I thought I knew a lot of them. I had ordered from a lot of them, since I started melting, but there's even so many new ones now. Okay, so Adam, how's school going? When are you going to graduate? What's your plan? Because I know Adam is working hard at school. And I think Adam is studying, like, thank God we pick good blends in our drunkenness. The sad part is I'm never drunk. When I order, I know darn well what I'm doing. Yeah, at least, yeah. Okay. Okay, and are you studying like I'm not sure I'm gonna call it the right thing, Adam, but it's like you tell us what you're doing, studying, because I know what you're doing, but I don't know how to put it in words right now. Like, I want to say it's like that's yes, 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 yes. I knew it had something to do with exercise, but I didn't know exactly the right words, and I knew it was going to make myself look stupid. More stupid than I already am. That's good. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's a good one, Susan, because I haven't ordered from any new vendors in a long time. So yeah, new to you vendor. Let's see what comes back here. Because I know we have a lot of wax melters out there. Um, oh, okay, awesome. That's cool. You know who has a lot of interesting vendors is Susan, but also Amy. Amy also has a lot of new vendors that I've never heard about as well. So definitely check out Susan and Amy. The pharmacist's daughter. Okay. Yeah, because I think Susan ordered from them not long ago. I had never ever heard of that company. So if you guys recommend that company, I guess let me know. Uh, yeah. Um, I I definitely have the urge to try some more vendor wax companies I've not tried. But I keep, going back to my favorites. Ava's Country Covered. I have ordered. I need to look on the website. I'm hearing such great things about Farmer's Daughter. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Susan did. Very impressed. Okay, good. I just found out about them at Christmas. It opens the world to just about anything healthcare. But Adam's career, and I'm definitely getting the bug, but I just have enough. Roxy, has anybody tried tea time wax melts? Because I see a lot on Instagram from about them. Another question is, do you like soy or not? I want to hear because maybe it's just me and soy. We don't get along so good. I find soy. Rachel says I slack so hard on trying vendors, but I do like to buy D sashes. That's a good idea, Rachel. Then you're not really get to try a little bit of everything. That's great to know. So, Ramona, in that case, do you think there is a specific area in nursing that would be better to work in than another? I mean, that just kind of depends on soy is too late. Does it last long? I totally agree with that, Carson. Um, I guess, Adam, that just kind of depends on what interests you. I mean, luckily in nursing, there are just so many different things to do between, hospital nursing alone, med surge, ICU, ER, OR, psych nursing. Then you get out of the hospital, and then there's education, there's case management, tort reform, legal review, case review. I mean, there's so many things. So, it's just a matter of for you with your kinesiology degree, and if you were going to nursing, you could do things like in physical therapy, RN related or exercise or I think sports medicine. You could go that way as well, being RN in sports medicine with your kinesiology. There's so many options for registered nurses. It's really, really awesome. Okay. This is what Roxy is just coming now out of the cupboard under the sink. She has taken to going under. She can open the doors with her paw. And if I can't find Roxy, she's in the spare bathroom under the sink, all curled up, taking a nap. Um, there's honestly, there's registered nurses pretty much everywhere. It's a great career. It really is very rewarding. It really is. I hate to say it's the worst because I know some soy wax vendors and I respect them, but I don't like soy. And I have to say that, except for the soy I like that has relatively long lasting power with regard to soy is Susan, help me out here. The nut brand Swan Creek. But I bought a whole bunch of Swan Creek when Canada Kim 1978 was here. And Canada's, she's not here tonight. But yes, Swan Creek, and it's the sugar. What is it? What is the apple one that is so good? Susan gifted me it. It doesn't keep well. It doesn't have longevity. Yeah, I'm not a soy lover. I'm not a soy lover. I tried a vendor that is all soy and loved the scents, but couldn't get them to throw, and it was such a bummer. Yeah, I agree. And if it's the same company that we're talking about, I love the owner. I think he's great. He's a young guy just starting out. Honey soaked apples. Yes, that is it. So good. And that one really did have pretty decent longevity for soy. Yes, Susan. Yeah. But other than that, I'm not really, I would like to support this person, but, I'm just, whatever. Okay. What else? You just hoard it. I hoard lots of things. However, since I'm, moving, I've been trying not to hoard things. You just can't hoard it. Can't. Um, it's surprising, the stuff that you collect that you think you need, especially for me, kitchen gadgets, kitchen gizmos, pardon me, kitchen gadgets, whatever. And when it's time to pack it all up and move, you think of something like, I haven't touched this in 6 months, or I haven't used it at all. Why did I have it? Why do I have it? So it's really making me reassess, and obviously, destash and clean crap out that I don't need because I'm my mindset is to hoard everything. I am so I understand that completely. Pardon. Good night, y'all. So great to see you guys. Glad you are okay. Thank you, Rachel, so much for coming. Really appreciate it. And thank you. Beer and typing fast, Adam. Okay. Rachel, we'll talk soon about other things. Heartstrings, totally agree with you. Nurses nowadays are different. I graduated nursing in 1973. We used oral and rectal thermometers. Yes, ma'am. Yep. I totally get it. It's very different, heartstrings. It's very, very different. And it's concerning because, and now, Adam, you possibly going into nursing, you're a young person. Nursing, again, I'll probably offend somebody. Nursing is a great career. It provides a great income. But nursing, first of all, has to be about caring. That's why a good nurse is a great nurse, because they care. And I personally have found in people that I've mentored, it's just different these days. It's just different. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Let's see. Okay, what else? I keep okay. We're gonna go 10 more minutes, guys. Drink up. Cheers. Okay. So when I move back to Canada, I will be about an hour away from Canada Kim. And Patricia Gates, who is Patricia Nose to Toes, is on the suburbs of Kim. So I'll be about an hour away from Patricia as well. And so we're hoping, or I'm hoping, that the three of us will be able to get together one of those days and have a little live chat as well. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. Ladybug says, I have worked a lot of RNs in case management, and I'm always impressed with their level of care for our members. When are you planning on moving again? Don't be a nurse if you don't love caring for people in their difficult times there. Exactly right. Okay. So Carson, my plan is to put the house on the market in June. I'm going to ship the kitties back to Canada at that time so I don't have to show the house with litter boxes and whatnot. If the house sells quickly, I'm going to put a contingency in there that I want to stay in the house until the end of July because I have a Sensi conference in Idaho in July, the third week of July. So I'm going to work the 2 weeks of July. The first 2 weeks of July, I will work. The third week of July, I'm going to Idaho, and then I'll come back the last week of July. The movers will come on that Monday. I'll book it out to Canada before that or after that. And so I hope to be home in Canada by the end of July. I plan to take a couple of months off just to get settled in, enjoy my family and friends. And then probably, in the late fall, maybe after Christmas, I don't know. I'll then, go back to work part-time, PRN, something like that, and be a Canadian again. Um, but so I have like, 4 or 5 months left down here to get it all worked out. Yes, the weather does get warm in the summer. I'll be living on the east coast of Canada, which is kind of a little more temperate, so it can get really hot. Probably not as early as it does here in Texas, obviously, but June, July, August can be really, really warm, and so it can get up in the 90s during the day. But the difference is that it's a gradual increase during the day. So by noon, it's getting warm. The afternoon is hot, but then when the sun goes down, the heat goes down, and you can open your windows then at night, let a fresh breeze blow through, and then it's comfortable in the evening most of the time. Like a lot of people now have AC. My parents put in an AC unit in their place. And then the fall for me is my favorite. I love the fall. So let's see. So exciting. I know this move is the right choice for you. And I feel it too. Oh, Susan, not on the East Coast. I mean, not like Texas. Humidity is no, not a lot of humidity at all. Um, but as I through this last 12 months, I've really, really, rethought my priorities, where I need to be, and it is the right choice for me. If I go home, my plan is to semi-retire, work, 1 or 2 shifts a week, possibly. I have Sensi, I have Color Street. However, if all that goes to pot and I have to work full time, then I will work full time. It's, as you said, it's my time to go. I need to be home now. I haven't gone too long. I never intended to stay this long either. When I graduated in 1989, there was a big nursing shortage here in Houston, and recruiters would come to Canada. They would come to the Philippines. There's a lot of Filipino nurses here as well. And so myself and 3 classmates came. We said, yeah, okay, we'll go to the States for a year, so whatever, make some US cash and go back. Well, that was 31 years ago. I'm still here. I never intended to stay this long, but here I am. So yeah, it's time to go back. Um, Adam says fall is my favorite too. This might be a biased opinion, but the Midwest has the most amazing fall weather. I would say the East Coast of Canada does, but there you go. Have you ever gotten COVID-19? I have not. I've had lots of patients with COVID-19. But luckily, my hospital keeps us well protected with lots of PPE. Only a couple of nurses on my unit did get COVID, and it was from outside activities they were doing, which they did acknowledge. So I've also been vaccinated, so I feel very confident. We still wear, even though 99% of the unit has been vaccinated, we still wear PPE, we still protect ourselves. And Susan says New England. So I've not gotten it. I don't, hopefully we'll never get it. I'm well protected. I have the vaccine. I wear PPE. So I'd love to take a trip to the Northeast during the fall. It's really, really beautiful. The Northeast is beautiful. Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, all that neck of the woods is very beautiful. Spring and summer and fall and winter. Well, not winter. I'm really wanting to meet everybody. Like, I really want to do this, you guys. How can we do this? Like, I don't know. Yeah, Carson, let's go. I'm with Carson. Carson, where do you like? I was just saying, like, where do you live? Like, where does everybody live? Like, okay, I'm in Houston. I know where some people are. If you don't want to disclose where you are, that's totally fine. But like, I really feel like we have such a great little community here. We all know each other already just from our YouTube videos and just from content that we share. And um, yeah, like maybe we should all meet up for like Adam's graduation or something. Okay, we have Nebraska, we have Illinois, we have Texas, we have Arizona, Dallas. Oh, Carson's in Dallas. Carson, you're close. I know we have San Antonio. I don't know if San Antonio is still here or not. Um, New York. Gee whiz. Where can we meet, you guys? Where could we meet, you guys? Like maybe like Charlotte or, you know, I don't know, like, or, Alabama or something. Susan, you might have a pool, but I don't think you can put all of us up because we're all going to go. Yes. Oh, Nova Scotia is so pretty, you guys, especially in the fall. Especially in the fall. I'll have lots of room for visitors. Carson, I will meet you halfway and we will just like do a live chat halfway between here and Dallas. Absolutely. Oh, Beaumont is here too. Awesome. Awesome. I would love to gosh, you guys, we need to let's think about this seriously. Seriously, like in June or something before it gets really hot. Let's just like pick a place on the map. It's kind of like it seems like most of us, except for Susan, sorry, Susan, we're kind of like Midwest, East, most of us are like on the east half of the map. Susan, you're always going to be welcome in Nova Scotia for sure. For sure. For sure. That's what Susan says, for sure. All right, Carson, we'll chat. Um, that was so. Yes, of course, Nick can come. Of course. Adam's Googling the map. Awesome. Okay. Like, I'm thinking. Where's Susan? Susan, are you going to Idaho for? Okay, so Susan's there. I'm there. Where's Illinois? There. Where else? Okay, Beaumont. Yeah, okay, we got Beaumont. So it looks like Susan is the most west person. Everybody else is east of that. So like maybe like Tennessee or Kentucky or West Virginia, something like that. And Susan is a teacher and she's done Susan, you're done like at the end of May, right? Something like that. Let's go back to school then. If I go back to my job. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll talk. Yeah, but Susan, but in June you're done though, right? Hmm. Like, so New York, there's people in New York. I think New York, from what we've heard so far, is the most north place that we have. So maybe like halfway between New York and Texas slash Arizona is somewhere like Tennessee, Kentucky area. Is that what we're talking about? We are done towards the end of May. Okay, so June, you're good, Susan. You're good. You're good. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll talk about this more because I really, really want to really Nashville. I'm going to Nashville in March, so I will know all about Nashville. I am going to Nashville. That will be cool. Nashville's a good idea. Nashville, Tennessee. Yes, that's a kind of, sort of halfway between New York and Texas slash Arizona. That's a good idea. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that'll be fun. You should vlog. I want to go to Nashville. Okay. Well, we got some votes for Nashville. Okay. Well, we'll talk about this. I'm really serious, you guys. I'm really serious. Roxy, 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 get down. Yeah, I am going to Nashville for a long weekend in March. Um, their wax addict meetup. Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. So, can you imagine if we all got together? Yes, I can. I think we'd have a great friggin' time. We've been on the line now for 1 hour and 43 minutes. Ridiculous. You should get a map and have Roxy choose her where to meet. That'd be so cool. Okay. Okay. Carson and Adam. Okay. Whatever. We're going to organize a little, we are going to organize a wax addict meetup. Let's have 3 people on this committee or 4, whatever, and let's brainstorm something. Who wants to be on the committee? Let me know. And if you're serious about, I want you to be serious. If you're serious about this, let me know and we'll have a little committee. We will make a committee. We will see where people want to go. It seems like Nashville's almost halfway. Um, Michelle has no allergies in Nashville, so that's great. And let's put it out there and let's just do it. Let's just do it. Life is short. And okay, we need to do this, you guys. I really think because when we post these live videos, whether it's me or Susan or Adam, whatever, or we're all commenting on each other's videos, we have our little candle family here. And I think it's time for us to meet. I mean, we're all doing this for so many times. Like, let's just friggin' do it. Okay. All right. Message me, text me if you have my number, whatever. Let's just make a little committee. Okay, another vote for Nashville. Okay, I'm just going to make an executive decision, say we're going to go to Nashville. Okay. This is going to be so fun, you guys. And okay, and then go to Crystal's Rainbow Melts Wax Factory in Kentucky. I wonder how far away that is from how far away oh my God. Wouldn't that be great if we went to Crystal's? Okay. Okay, we'll have to talk about this more. We'll have to talk about this more and see how far away Crystal is from. Crystal's in Kentucky. Where's Kentucky? Kentucky is close to Tennessee. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. We will be talking more about this, you guys, for sure. Okay. That's it. Okay. We're almost up to 2 hours. So I've had a long 4 days. I'm on the verge of being slightly inebriated. So we're going to cut this off right now. I'm looking for 2 more people to be on the, what are we going to call it? What did you say? Where's my mic? Where's my mouse? Adam, what did you call it? The like, I don't know. What do you call it, Adam? Like the wax? Oh, I need to go to bed. Wax addict something. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Okay, this is really exciting. This is really, really exciting. So for sure, Carson and I are going to meet up because we're in the same state. And who's from Beaumont? Was it Ginger? Who's from Beaumont? I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. Where's Beaumont? There's Beaumont. Michelle. Michelle. So all the Texas people for sure, we're going to have a little Texas meetup. Mexico. Dana's here from Mexico. That is so cool. Welcome, Dana. Nice to have you here. Wax Addicts Meetup. Yes, Carson, for sure. Okay, so Michelle, good night, and we'll be in touch about a Texas meetup. I'm so excited you and Carson will meet up. You must blog it. Absolutely. Ginger has family in Houston and Dallas, so come anytime. So, yeah, Carson, we're going to meet up and we're going to vlog it and we'll go live with all our friends or something, whatever. I don't know. All right. All right, Wax friends. We will call it a night right here, right now. Thank you, everybody, for coming to join my last minute live. It was like so spur of the moment. It was great. It was super duper great. I love everybody. I love all my friends. And yes, to a Texas meetup. Okay, Michelle, let me hang on. Hang on. I need to write this down. I need to write this down. I know, Roxy. I know. It's bedtime. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Michelle. Okay, Michelle. Message me on Facebook if you can or Instagram and give me your email address. Carson, I'm sure I can reach you, but go ahead and send me your email address as well. Zone area. Email me. We're going to have a Texas meetup. Done. I love you too, Susan. Susan, we need to meet before I go back because Susan is one of my really best buddies here on YouTube. Honestly, Susan, love you. So that's it. Okay. Good night, everybody. Send me some messages of some Texas meetup things and we'll get it together. And then we're going to organize a Wax Addicts meetup somehow, some way. We're going to do it in June. This is February. So we've got a couple of months to plan it, to save our pennies, to get it all together. We're going to make it work. We're going to do it. All right. That's it for me. I'm done. We're signing off. Good night, Rox. Good night. Say good night. What? 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 Whatever. Okay, good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. Stay safe, stay warm, wear your mask, keep your distance, wash your hands. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.